Hello everyone and welcome to another session of Shadow Empire. The story so far pretty much has been that a bunch of raiders, pretty much no different than any else, found a bunch of super advanced tanks somewhere in this desert, and using this, first conquered a bunch of a stable community. So under normal circumstances, those guys would be the one to rebuild civilization, but alas, they've been conquered. And now we're moving our targets onto religious fanatics over here. Going against them might be tad difficult because unfortunately there's deserts everywhere. And if you look over here, deserts have minus 60% attack for tanks. And I think for the purposes of combat, the buggies also count as tanks, unfortunately. I think. Maybe I can check this over here. Is it technically speaking a tank? Yeah, group tanks. There it is. Also, another thing that I was reminded that I need to do is I should try to add those buggies as independent brigades to my first independent battalions, yeah, to light infantry brigade. Though, how the hell do I do that? Okay, this looks like the correct menu. I can change the color, nice. Oh yeah, you can change like quality levels because you can assign quality to units, so then they get reinforcements automatically. Maybe it's in this menu? Change HQ. Oh yeah, okay, and now they're part of this HQ, which should give them a slight bonus, I think. Possibly. Yeah, and this is plain sand actually, which is just as bad as dunes for our purposes, though this would be good. This is good tank territory, too bad literally just a few tiles over here, so not really that meaningful. Are we constructing something, or are we finished with industry? Yes. So now, in theory at least, we're going to have a ton of resources to spend. And one thing you can never have enough is metals. Like metals, I have infinity storage. Industrial points have some storage. It depends on the resource, whether you have to build storage. Electricity, of course, storage is pretty difficult. But metals, I mean, we have plenty of space to just store metal, so it's not really an issue. So I think I will just build a recycling facility over here.
Yes, sir.
Simply because it's not going to affect our logistics, because it's on the road anyways, and more construction is always good. We have a good amount of ammo. I'm not really feeling a rush to do something about that. We could consider building some government stuff. So for example, High Command HQ gives you more political bonus points and BP production. This is basically what government uses to do stuff. This is also, it's fairly cheap, just takes a bit of time. Eventually railways will take a lot resources to be built. Just thinking, what is going to be scavenging furnace? What is this? Oh, so you can use scavenge points to generate electricity. So this is something new. Otherwise, we don't really have a way to generate electricity for now. But we are early in the tech tree, so it's not particularly surprising. We can get some water from this. This water is already being built by private production, which is fine. Eventually, you could start a settlement over here. There's a decent amount of scavenge. Okay, let's see. Do I just... I think I don't have the technology advantage yet, right? Yeah, I need to upgrade my infantry. So first, I need to create a new model with you guys. Model design. Give me new infantry. Build upon grants. Give them... Oh, that's a good question. So do I want 50 less firepower but significantly less ammo usage for the same cost? I think I would just go for firepower. Like, ammo is... This number of ammo is not particularly expensive. Later on you can have weapons that use different stuff of ammunition. And that can be more expensive.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you guys are new. I think just having it on 25% is fine. Some prospecting would be nice to get some actual mines. You are from the guys I don't like, yes. So we need a new guy. Let's get the junior, I suppose.
Roger that.
And he's just a guy with no skills, but he's going to be loyal. So that's important in our raider group. Wants to erect statue. A lot of military members and soldiers that died. Well, can't disagree with that. Oh, it's Sonic that wants to build the statue. Right. I could admonish him. So I don't want the... Yeah, those are bad traits to gain. But I would like to increase my relations with this guy. He's the governor of capital. So everyone would love it if I just reproached him. And I would gain fist that would get me over to 80, which is also pretty nice. It is plus 40% combat bonus. Okay.
Aye, aye, sir.
How did this affect him? He actually, so he liked being admonished as a like a move. He respects the move, but also dislikes that he's the one being admonished. Yeah. Sonic is a strange person. Not gonna lie. Okay, so we have, yeah, Economic Council showed up, so now everything is a bit out of whack. But we're mostly spending on military research. At some point I would probably want to spend a little less on Model Design Council. But for now I think it's fine. Changing the budget too much is also going to make everyone dislike you, so... Okay, well... Quacktux, yeah, we are going to give you full support anyways. Let's see how... Okay. And he failed. Danger, unrest, and population lost. Sonic! Can I make you actually like me a bit more? Maybe there's like a gift I can send to you? I'm not saying anything, too bad. Okay, let's try... No, I'm waiting with doing any pushes until I get the new infantry, I think. So I will have a lot of infantry over here. Okay, first of all, let's try to maybe clean up the ridge. Just because it's going to be the easiest to push over here. Let's try to do some damage. Maybe if they withdraw in the correct direction, maybe we'll be able to... Oh, this was pretty damn effective, actually. Yeah, too bad it's not going to really help us long term. And especially now we have to go down from the ridge as well. Let's go a group move. Continue moving forward. And you guys can stay here. That was good attack, actually. Just with a lot of damage. That's pretty nice. You're not really needed here. I think what I would want to do is maybe strengthen the protection of this border over there, and you're not doing anything. You guys keep protecting. Nice. And to keep coming up with some good names for those cities. And yeah, there's some nomads here. We're holding the ridge. That's fine. Ideally, I would want to have this town as well, but it's not really important. Okay, so let's see what happens next. The turns are... I'm really surprised. Maybe my CPU was just not good enough when I played it last time, because I changed my PC. And the turns used to take forever, pretty much. Oh, we got water deposits. Dome bridge in... Nice, that's bad. Prices of passion. Andres test in zones will be modified by +6. It might not be that +6. That's not terrible, but it might be worse. Okay, show me. Dome bridge in nice. Okay, you're loyal, so what can you do? Okay. So 7 power points. We actually have a lot of power points. We didn't really have a need. So sometimes, for example, there are some cards that are very expensive, like the... Where is it? Like the Mercenary. You can see this is almost half of what we have. But we didn't really have to use it, at least so far. So it's good to keep a healthy reserve, but we don't really have to keep it that much. He would even be able to handle it pretty well himself, but we ideally want the critical success to mitigate the accident as much as possible. And yeah, this is one of the events. If the atmosphere is not toxic, then this thing just is not important.
Yes, sir.
He failed anyways. I mean, he rolled 52, so I think just he got really unlucky with the difficulty level. Lost 2,000 population, ooh. Adventure discover a special location. Oh, a private expedition, establish control of a special hex. It would be kind of nice to... Yeah, they already showed up over here. And what is this hex? Yeah, this is a direct ancient bunker. This is nice to have, but really not crucial, especially since logistically getting there is going to be difficult. They're going to be expensive to build a road through desert. Maybe we could go like here. But that would be going a long way around, so that's also not good for logistics. We keep our word where we make it, but we don't always make it, unfortunately. Those guys are just probably going to starve. Because they don't have... Unless they somehow manage to get it home. We can try and give them a chance at least. Also, securing this northern border against the other major powers actually... I mean, this is actually kind of nice. I think both of us don't really have access to this territory simply because of the logistics. Okay, you guys are protecting this. Yeah, feel pretty safe on this border for now. And they came back for more over here. So I'm not going to be complaining and just hit them again.
Attack formation.
Whoa, yeah, they just got almost wiped. And they actually went in the correct direction. So we will actually get to totally destroy them. They might not even survive this fight. Let's see. Yeah, just one unit managed to evacuate. Okay, this ended up being not too bad actually. And yeah, this is what happens early in the game often. When you have an advantage in numbers, your enemy just doesn't have enough troops to hold the front fully. So you end up just wrapping around them. And yes, I can step a bit forward. I think there's a unit here. It's possible. Not exactly sure how it's calculated, but it's like when we don't have enough recon on a tile. That might be because there's a unit there. Actually, not exactly sure how that works. Are we spending our resources? Somewhat. You know what? Let's do the government thing. All of this stuff can increase your civilization bonus, which is always nice. Rat treatment. Yeah, when there's been a lot of nuclear wars on the planet, this is pretty important. Training bonus points per round. That is also nice. Let's go for High Command HQ. Are we researching anything when it comes to economy tech? I don't think we're researching any tech, period. So now you can see we have opened 2 boxes over here of technology. And there's a lot of good stuff here, like combat armor, more military, heavy industry, which is nice because you can actually make machines. And here's RPGs and rocketry, which are nice, but only if we actually fight someone with tanks. And if we get too many tanks in here, that means we open those boxes, which means we might be getting those things, which can be useful, but I think we're going more in this direction. And so just opening this will mean opening all of those 3. Though this is just applied science, so this is different category, so we don't... it's not as much of a problem for the most part. let's just continue. For the time being, seems like the religious fanatics, they're just melting against our technological supremacy. Technological supremacy which we stole, of course. It's nothing we made ourselves. We got expert population, which I don't think we really will be needing to be using. Okay, I think though they just might be able to get over here, though there's some free folk who are already taking over this territory. They just might be able to make it and survive. Not really useful unit, but something to fill in, especially on those flanks. Just a body to put in front of enemies can be useful. I think, yeah, this is pretty much a non-issue.
Let's go. Get out.
Wow, somehow they survived. Okay, you just clean them up then. Yep.
Enemy.
Actually, no one survived. We just killed them all. But enemy is being very kind and just withdrawing. So we're going to pursue. Surround them as much as possible. Is there enemy here or not? Important question. Okay, I mean, we could be attacking them, but they do have very big numbers, at least for this point in the game, in single units. And they have like 2 units on this. Maybe they're fighting someone else, and this is what's distracting them. Oh, there's more roads here. This is important, actually. Because getting somewhere without roads on this desert is going to be difficult. This is a refugee camp, so this is going to be a priority. This is going to be pretty nice to get. Free water as well. Yeah, so if I don't have to fight them, then I would prefer not to. If I can just surround them and take them out one by one. We are spending our resources. We do have some recruits ready to fight, but they're not really needed right now. I don't think there's any promises. Nisa has low worker happiness and high danger. Both of those have high danger. Is it going down? Let's make sure situation is under control. It is diminishing slowly. And people are not that unhappy, just somewhat. Incident with a pardon. Sonic. Oh no, this is actually a commander of one of the 2nd Infantry unit. Yeah, people really like violence. This would make Sonic like me more. And he's pretty loyal, so he can take me changing his decision. Unrest +6, or we can just not gain any unrest. And gain a lot more fist. We lost some for some reason. And this would put us at 80. Probably go down it again. Yeah, this is kind of an important person. And he's the member of the faction that I don't like. Let's try this. How much? Oh, that's actually pretty hefty penalty, but he will survive. Or it's just 1 unit. We actually can take him out if need be. Do we have any troops that need replenishing? No. We're doing fine on that front. Actually, I should probably save up a bunch of metals and industry, because once I get the new model, I will need to upgrade everything at once. And that might be quite expensive. Okay, nothing happening. Yeah, here are the grunts. We found 10 gladiators. Is this more tanks? No, it's not tanks, this is robots. It's a walk, and that's really important because walkers are much better at fighting in deserts. So they have 200. How they are stat-wise compared to a tank? Looks like they're weaker. Yeah, they're much weaker. But still, they would be good in this terrain. Let's just get moving. Let's make sure those guys don't have access, because they are already pushing in this direction, and AI, as you can see, is getting some roads. Let's fill up the front lines. Let's see, can you guys get in here? Yes, nice. Yeah, we are continuing to push. The enemy is not really fighting us that hard. I think what we will need is currently our main logistics are coming from this transport hub, also a little bit from this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to nationalize it, which is pretty damn expensive. We are making money, right? Cash flow. Yeah, but not much. But we are going to nationalize this. People are not really happy about us doing this, but it's going to help our logistics significantly. And there are 3 folks over here. I'm surprised we actually have good logistics up to here. Okay, we managed to save those dumb 4 militia units. Okay, so now you don't have anything to do. You could work on this, to be honest. Get a really good machine gun with good armor. We got the minor worker strike. We will be using force.
Yes, sir.
We only killed, yeah, it's 100 workers versus 3,500 soldiers. They don't have much chance, but 20 fear. I think fear does reduce unrest. Oh, danger and fear are different things. And now we get to... There was an option to upgrade troops, I'm pretty sure. Replenish troops? Replacement troops. Is it on... I think you can do this on the strategic HQ, maybe? No. This one? Click here to produce this model. I think they don't have enough logistics. We do have enough ammunition, metal, and industry to get those replenishment troops. Right, so this works. So why can I not... Of the 4 available. Oh, okay, so they just don't have enough logistics. So good thing we are privatizing this thing. And yeah, just continuing to push. Yeah, we'll probably need to like create a defensive line. Oh my god. Got some more water, age is going on. We got field training, that is actually kinda nice. Just slap it on an army that's not doing anything, and then forget that you put it on and have them all die. Wow, so those guys got almost destroyed. I'm pretty sure that's just nothing, and there's something pushing in this direction, right? Irregular tanks, militia, buggy, and... Oh, so that's actual raiders. Yeah, they killed a lot of our militia. And they pushed a little bit over here, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, so they are over there, but that's fine. You guys can withdraw, and you guys... Free folk marauders. Not a threat, really. So now you guys... Yeah, no. You have no logistics plans. Are you guys getting everything you need? No, we are starting to have some supply problems over here. Very unfortunate. I did think militia would be the ones securing the flanks because they're much worse at fighting. Let's do it this way. You guys go over here. Let's try cutting them off from the north, but we are running out of supplies in this area. There is a significant amount of troops, so to be fair. What I can also do, because some of those logistics are coming from over here, or we could play some really hardcore logistics. So this place uses 108 points of logistics, but there's a split of logistic points 50-50 in those directions. So what we can do is add traffic signs, which, you know, this means the game is great if you're adding traffic signs. Let's get, I guess, wait, no, block, nothing, actually remove. You know what, okay, this is closed. Actually, be right back. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I just got the phone while I was looking at this quite impressive. Let me show it again. Traffic signs menu, and I just got so flabbergasted I didn't know what to do. But yeah, maybe I should just talk about how logistics works in general in this game. It's pretty simple once you wrap your hand around it. Basically, you have track stations or railway stations later in the game. They are producing track points, which is basically how many goods you can move. I think most of the goods are basically 1-to-1, which is one good costs 1 track points to transport along the road. And then you have track action points, which is how far the tracks can go along the road. Obviously, railways are much more efficient, but they are much more expensive. And there's a lot of handy little logistics views. You can see the current logistics that remain after a turn. You can see how many are used. You can see the initial, which is how many you start with. You can see the bottlenecks. And you can see there's a bottleneck here, but also there's not enough logistics going on between the cities, which is often the case. The cities are doing a lot of trading, just trading goods between each other in one way or another. For example, when we are, all of this stuff that goes to our government has to go from here to here, and this can be taking up a lot of logistics. You can even preview for the next turn. And basic rules by default at every time the road splits, the logistics split 50-50 by default. I think there's actually a new system of logistics that will make it that they don't require this, like managing the splits in the forks in the road. But for the time being, it is what it is, and we are trying to do something to actually fix it. And basically the plan is going to be just to cut off the logistics going in this direction and in this direction, because there is not that much being used, basically just a bit by units, but a tiny little bit, and a bit by those assets over here, but it's not as significant. As you can see, yeah, currently there's like 300 points left here and 200 points left here, and instead they could have been going in this direction. And though this track station, I'm not sure if the track station nationalization applies from this turn or from the next. I know there's a like delay when you build them, but I'm not sure if it works the same way when you nationalize them. I think I will nationalize this transport hub anyways, simply because if we have problems going between those two cities, then it needs to be fixed, because this is going to be increasing just exponentially as the time goes on. This is going to be the first railway we build is between those two cities, or depending on where we expand next, maybe we will build a railway over here and move our strategic HQ to this city eventually. But this remains to be seen. You can see that this track station has over 1,000 points, this private has 600, so the difference is quite significant. And yeah, how people are feeling about me? Well, they are not super happy. But we need to nationalize this. This logistics are important. So let's get back to the traffic signs. Okay, so there are automatic unit pool points, which... Oh, I know, I realized. This is basically the game automatically gets the resources to units, cities, and assets, which is what we want, definitely. But what I don't want to is to keep all of my logistics going this way. So we start with 700 here, and we need, what, 20% over here? Let's try this. Let's try not calculating it, not worrying too much about this. This is how much I'm going to send this way, I think. So if I preview, is it going to actually calculate it? I'm not sure if it's taking those traffic signs into account. All to stop. 40% of which is leaving the hex in this direction. No, so we need to do it this way, I think. So let's now preview. Still, I'm not sure if it's actually calculating those, but maybe we don't even need that much. So now there's 160 over here. No, it doesn't seem to have an effect. But just this nationalization should help a ton, and maybe this preview point is not taking into account the limits on the road. We shall see. All those moves here are done, pretty much. Incident with pardon again. Now it's the Prime Minister. Okay, I don't want to piss him off too much, even though he's leader of the faction that hates me.
Roger that.
11 points, oof. We might have some rebels at some point, but we can deal with them, just a few. As long as we don't give them too much power, they should be quite manageable. Okay, let's see how the logistics are going to be looking in the next turn. Okay, let's... You have to be careful about the AIs and the moving troops on your border. Suppress unrest, this can be useful. Yeah, you can see now everything here is green, which means we have substantially more logistics. And if you preview... Yeah, this is substantially more logistics between those two cities. There is less going in this direction. There could have been used 100. Well, it seems like most of the logistics are going this way, which is what we want. Yeah, only 100 going here. Bottlenecks. There is still a slight bottleneck here. Wow. You can upgrade the track stations as well, I think. Yeah, so it's level 1. How much does it cost to construct a level 2? Not that much, frankly, and it would be a significant boost. It would cost a bit of oil, but we could just barely handle it, and we can always buy some more oil at not too high of a price. Well, okay, there's really not that much on the market. We don't really have that much money as well. So now we should be able to... Okay, why not? There is no slider. What? Is it the unit with... They have grants 1. What? Why can't I get those? There is no slider. There was some way to change troops in, like, globally. Colonize on HQ. Replenish troops transfer. It's about between different zones. It's not the upgrade. Increase the size and or complexity. This is not what I want. Well, I will look into it between the games. There is something that I'm missing, which I mean, there's probably a lot of things that I'm missing. Okay, let's get a lot of those troops. Apparently the militias don't get as high of a bonus from surrounding, so ideally you should be surrounding with units from the same HQ. So where's the surround bonus? I mean, actually there are units from different HQs over here anyway, so just let's put everyone in here and push. I think we might be able to do it, or at least we will do some significant damage. Oh wow, we're actually doing better than I think. We might not get them. It's probably the tank just now fighting. Oh wow, we just destroyed them. Yeah, it was just the tank. And look, yeah. So this worker, despite having much worse stats in theory than the tank, because we're fighting in the dunes, and the tank is getting huge penalty, the mech is what carried us. Though infantry did get some hits, and the recon battalion, 8 kills. Yeah, about the same as the mech. So those guys did a lot of work. And this infantry, yeah, this unit got 3 kills. That's pretty nice. This is 6 light infantry battalion. Let's check those guys out. Yeah, they don't have as much experience as I thought from... I don't think they get it per kill, they get it more like per combat. And yeah, we have 2 HQs fighting here anyway, so the one HQ bonus didn't really apply anyways. And now we have additional transport hub. That's why getting cities in your neighborhood is really nice, because otherwise we would be, even with upgraded or private transport station, would be getting problems with just limits of how far our trucks can get. But because we're getting more transport hubs, we're just getting further and further. This is some interesting religion. Maybe we should consider actually. Well, they are pretty bad at fighting, which is a big problem for our society. But yeah, maybe we should give it some more thought. Okay, so we should be exploring as much as possible, sending a bunch of troops over here to control. Maybe if we could get to this road junction before the major over here. They are huge. Let's see, on the report card, there should be victory overview. We have the biggest population because we have 3 cities. Madame they basically have like 2 cities, but they do own more of the planet, not significantly more. Brothers Republic is actually smaller, and we are not that big in all things considered. We could try to push a little bit in this direction, but there's not much point. We need to get a road over here, basically. Yeah, that's the problem. You are both limited in the length of the road and like if we go around through the better terrain, we will be hit by and limited by the length of the road. And if we go for desert, we'll be limited by our industrial points. Because building road will be much more expensive. Where was road building as an option? I'm pretty sure it's not... yeah, construct roads. Dirt road. So normally it costs 20 per hex. But if you wanted to go... here it's 120, so 6 times more expensive. Oh, this button is... wow, I'm just... oh no. Well, that's actually bad. I will have to just destroy this road. Oof, that was not ideal. But I learned which button you should be using to get through it. Okay, so now that we got the city... actually, I will finish this turn. They want more meritocracy. We will just refuse your request. There will be a civil war. A senator extradition. So a senator escaped from Rhodes Republic, our rival to the north over here. They've been living for years. They fled after his country abolished its senate. Well, so they're not much of a republic, I guess. It's welcome because here for share. By the way, we have 39 and 30. So the relations are not going down. Questioning his extradition. They are threatening to make life worse on our traders. Yeah, I mean, looks like our people disagree that we have some principles, and they would actually love getting some commerce, and commerce is not the worst thing to get for our... Yeah, I mean, I guess those guys are just asking us to give them back a guy, and we just don't care. We don't trade with people anyways, and we don't really like the guy, because why would we? So yeah, we'll just remove him. Let's quickly check the bottlenecks. So in theory, bottlenecks should be fixed for the most part. Okay, let's see what happens next turn. Nothing. We got more water. Ancient weapon triggered in Byzantium. Okay. Huh? Gain submission. Yeah, we got fate point for conquering this state. We got a new admin level. We got new fate, stratagem pack, which is quite nice. Ooh, medium tanks, shell camera, child of the stars. Okay. And yeah, we got this entire region for free, though this entire region pretty much doesn't have anything interesting. We have a gold nation, which is a Madalon Protectorate, which is those guys. And we have those nomads over here, which would be a pain in the ass to remove. There is some problems with logistics here, but I'm hoping they will be fixed eventually. Though I really don't like the way our cities are connected right now. The roads just going all over the place. Not really being efficient. So yeah, we're going to be blocked by our neighbors to the north. I think it will be time to do some consolidation. Yeah, try to explore the areas to the west and east while securing our border to the north. We do control the majority of this ridge. And there seems to be a bit less desert. But we shall see. So yeah, another city conquered. We are going in a very good direction. So GG and see you guys on the next one.